guys, it's Abby, and I am just beyond excited to do this challenge group with you. And so I know there's some of you who may not be able to pop on to Meal Planning Calls Live, and so I wanted to just record a little video. You'll have to excuse my space. We're remodeling our bathroom, and I'm hiding in my room from my kids right now. So that's what I'm doing in here. But I wanted just to pop in here and kind of give you guys an overview of what to expect from this group and just some things to think about. Now, I remember rewinding about 4 years ago to my very first challenge group. I was a total fly on the wall. I never posted, I never commented, and I got in great shape from it, but I know personally that I didn't get as much out of it as I probably would have if I would have fully let myself just enjoy the fact that I was traveling through with other women, and I may not have known them, but they were awesome. And so my encouragement to you is, you purchased a program, you have changes and goals you're working towards, so go for it. Fully embrace it. I know it's scary, but you're being brave, and that's what we're here to celebrate, not just to hit a certain goal with nutrition or weight loss or muscle gain or anything like that, but to really work on ourselves from the inside out, taking the best care of ourselves so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. And that absolutely includes nutrition and fitness, but it's also deeper than that. So we are honored that you're on this journey with us. We're excited to have you here. We're excited to kick off this week. And I know that doing something like this can feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? So I wanted to walk you through just a couple things. So in this app, this is your go-to check-in. This is where our daily kind of assignments and tasks and things like that will be. But it's also, if you go to the file section, it's where you're going to see meal plan templates and just help there. I'd encourage you to be logging your workouts and taking your before pictures. If you haven't done your before pictures, be sure you do that today or tomorrow. I know it's awkward. I know it's hard. I cried the first time I did mine and didn't want anybody to see them, but I am so thankful now, 4 years later, that I have those, because the scale doesn't tell the whole story. And if you're like me and tend to maybe gain muscle easier, your scale may not change a lot, but pictures and measurements show a ton. So be sure you do those. And I want to just make sure that you're familiar with how everything is going to work here. So I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys. Get myself organized here. And I want you to kind of see a couple things. So this is your on demand, okay? So most of you, I believe, are doing the 21-day fix. So in this, when you log in, you can pull it up on an app, on an iPad, on your phone, on your computer. There's all sorts of really helpful things in here. So you guys can sort by trainer, by type, by time limit. Maybe you are doing the 21-day fix, but you're on a time crunch and you need something under 30 minutes that day. There's things like that. Maybe you're wanting to try something else. So there are so many options. It's really, really fun. But we'll just use the 21-day fix as an example, because I know a lot of you guys are doing that. So in here, you will have your actual workouts themselves, and there's some bonus ones as well. There's also some with no music if you prefer that. And then you are also going to have your program materials. You always want to start where it says start here, and there's something like this for every program. And that is where you are going to actually see your calendar. So with the 21-day fix, for instance, you always do total body cardio fix on Monday, upper fix on Tuesday, and et cetera, et cetera. You're also going to figure out your bracket. So this is where you're going to enter in your weight. You're going to find your baseline. You're going to figure out if you need to be in maintenance and all of those pieces there, and figure out what you're going to be in. If you are breastfeeding, you are going to want to be in one bracket higher than you tested into, because that will make sure that your body is getting enough calories to make up for the 500 calorie deficit that happens when you do breastfeed. So there's a note on that. If you feel like you're in the wrong bracket or you're struggling through something, let us know. Chances are you're going to actually be eating more food than you're used to, because you eat a lot of food in this program. And then it talks you through how to do pictures and all of that. So that's the first step of things. It has tally sheets that you can print off to keep track of everything, another workout calendar, and again, you can take and print this whole thing off, which is helpful. And then these are all of the pieces here. So your food lists, and most of the programs have this. These are the foods that you can eat, okay? Now, I know when I very first started, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? And then it just becomes second nature. So give yourself a solid 2 weeks to get used to this and adjust. These are ordered in the order of nutrition. So the higher up on the list something is, the more healthy it is. Meaning you can absolutely have a tortilla but a sweet potato is going to be a lot more bang for your buck in terms of your yellow container. So hopefully that makes sense for you there. But that is how this is kind of for. These are free foods. You can have as much of anything as you want. And then your containers all are here. Now you're going to see some of them, you can't like wedge a whole waffle into a yellow container. So that one, it says, okay, 1 waffle equals 1 yellow. So you can kind of figure out, okay, this is what I'm doing here. And, you know, you're going to have certain meals that maybe you need to figure out. You need to eat 4 greens a day or 2 purples or whatever. And you just kind of figure out how your family likes to eat that way and all of that. So if you have questions on containers, what foods you can or cannot eat, anything like that, just comment below this video so we can be sure that we get those figured out for you. But that is what that resource is. Then you actually have your eating plan. And this is what kind of tells you exactly, sorry, you can probably hear my kids in the background here, exactly how everything is going to work. Going to figure out what plan you're in. So maybe you're in plan B or C. That means you get 4 veggies a day, 3 fruits a day, 4 proteins a day, 3 carbs a day. When I do these plans, I kind of try to break them up. So for my carbs, for instance, like I would have them with the equivalent of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but then I'm going to get, you know, more servings of veggies. So one of my snacks is going to be with veggies that day, kind of things like that. So that's how I break it up. And then you also have all these tally sheets here. And then these are some recipes, but there's a whole lot more out there I'm going to show you. There's a vegan eating plan, FAQs, there's actually Spotify playlists, so all sorts of really helpful things. And then this toolkit is amazing. So this is going to give you a great start here option, as well as recipes, sample meal plans, more tally sheets, a whole grocery list for stuff, all sorts of options for you and resources. There's actually a whole tracker app. So just, you know, there's almost more information than you need here, but it's there to help and utilize. So feel free to jump in with any of those things as you need them. So that is all of that there. There's also some really helpful things along the way on the Beachbody blog. It's just, there is all sorts of things for meal prep, like diet hacks for weird work hours, how to meal prep on a budget, clean week, body, like all of these ones for different programs. Different meal prep for the calorie brackets you're in, all sorts of really helpful things, as well as a ton of recipes. And every recipe that I've made on here, guys, has been so good. So your dessert recipes, all sorts of stuff here. Those are not desserts. There we go. So let's say you're looking at like, ooh, s'mores bars. Those look yummy. It actually has at the bottom here, the container count that it is. So you know exactly for what you're looking at. Oh, great, it's half a red and 3 spoons. Perfect, I know exactly where I'm going there. So that is an amazing resource. But one other thing that is also a super helpful resource for you is actually on demand, and it's called Fixate. And Fixate is the bomb, guys. It's so helpful. If I can find it in here. You can see how many programs there are. Sorry, like probably totally past it. There we go. So Fixate is Autumn Calabrese, and her brother is actually a chef. And so they upload weekly episodes onto here, and you can actually watch them like a little cooking show, which is really fun. But there's some super helpful things. So there's actually foundational videos here. So Containers 101, meal prep, so 5 days of food. Autumn Calabrese's personal meal prep style. So really helpful, just like basic pieces there. And then also all these recipes. And the easiest way that I find to go to is actually to program materials. And there's grocery lists, but then there's also all the recipes right here on PDF. You can pull this up on your phone too, which is awesome. And so, for instance, we just made, I'll find them here. They were desserts, clearly. The flourless coconut chocolate chickpea brownies, made those a while ago. So they're all in here. And it's really great because it has, again, your container equivalents. They're all clean eating. They're all really good and family friendly. So this is a great resource for you to have too. Pinterest has tons of options. So there's just a lot. So hopefully this is helpful for you guys. And that will give you kind of a tutorial of what you need. I want you to give yourself grace through this. Know that you're going to have days that aren't perfect. Know that you're going to miss some containers or have some slip-ups here and there. And I don't want you to fall off the wagon and just give up because you had a bad day, okay? We all are human. We all make mistakes. This is a lifestyle. This is not a diet quick fix that you're in. So I want you to give yourself grace, and I want you to be honest in this group when you're needing help. Post it. Say like, guys, my coworkers brought chocolate chips and I'm dying. You know, be honest with yourself. But give yourself the grace to fail and move forward, because that's a part of the process. But then also know that you can do hard things, okay? This is 4 weeks. You can do 4 weeks of hard things, and just think about the results and how good you're going to feel at the end of those 4 weeks. And I guarantee you, you're going to be able to push through. So we are excited to support you. We're excited to go through this with you together and do some personal development along the way. Please utilize myself and the other coaches in this group as much as you need to, and we will see you soon. You're going to be seeing daily posts from us, so if there's things that come up, just let me know. But otherwise, you are all set to go, and we will talk to you really soon.